What's up, everybody? It's Lambowski back again from a very long hibernation, but I am here with Vikings versus Dead Logic, Season 1 EU quarterfinals in the IVRL. Glad to be back. Glad to, once again, get back into some EU matchups. You're going to hear the sick southern drawl from me and hear a lot of nice, probably, distinguished voices from Vikings and Dead Logic. We are on Snow Peak first, waiting for the fifth member of both teams. Sorry. Let's hop into the game so we can take a look at the current roster. It wants to pop up. It wants to pop up. What are you doing? There we go. Once again, 4v4, Shadow Warrior, Mantis, Embo, and Noctum currently sitting with the Vikings. Snow, Furious Daddy, Section 1, and Oaks sitting with Dead Logic. And our first OBJ is going to be the Tunnel OBJ. One that's always fun to watch, one that's always hard to defend, one that's always hard to push. I mean, it's just one of those, it's a flip of the coin, depending on who's going to win. It all comes down to, can you find them before they start pushing into this small area as a Volk member, or you're going to be able to get some picks from an advancing Marsoc member? I heard the beeps. Or as a Marsoc member, can you make it close enough before you announce your presence? You do a surrounding tactic and go in from the north tunnel as well as the south side there through the garage and everything. You go through the middle to kind of pinch in. What is the plan? But we will find out. It's been so long since I've flown around this map. It's so nice. I do apologize, everybody. It's going to be a little rusty for me again. It's been a little hiatus. I've hibernated, but I am back. And we'll dust off the old casting chair here for the first round or two. But with the EU quarterfinals that we currently are going to be watching today, gotta hide that because that obviously hides my pretty little picture. The EU quarterfinals, we've got Group 1 and Group 2. Group 1 is the group I'm going to be taking care of today. That is Boss Fight, Friendly Fire, Vikings, and Dead Logic. Each team is going to play each team, so we're going to have, what's that, three different matches? Yeah, round 1, round 2, and round 3. But we're getting into it for round number 1, and we are looking at a 4v4, unfortunately, but it is what it is.
He's back in. Okay, cool.
No. That just happens because of my hard drive. Don't worry.
Right.
Oh yeah, that's what everybody says.
With the drone, yeah. Can you check outside of the drone entirely to make sure that they haven't pushed out? You have to do it fairly quick, I think. And also, if you can, do the thing where you.
See a pretty close tucked in 4-man defense from Dead Logic. We'll see what happens from this 4-man push from Vikings. Sounds like we've got at least 3. No, just 2. Knocked them that second and third footstep I heard. But 2 out of Vikings coming in from the south garage. I believe it was
Clear. I can't see anything else.
Embo giving call outs on the drone. I'm not entirely sure where he's got the drone at. Never heard it. I know I heard somebody giving call-outs to use the drone. But we've got Mantis sliding in towards the north. Gonna take a big, long rotation. It seems like they were pretty worried about a pushed-out Dead Logic defense. But it doesn't appear to be the case. We've got Oaks, Furious Daddy, Section 1, and where is it? Snow in the north side, but pretty much all 4 close enough to the OBJ that if there was a push, I mean, they can fall back and help at any point in time. Noctum and Shadow Warrior taking their time. Mantis, where are you? Mantis is starting to creep in towards that north tunnel. We'll deal with Snow first unless somebody is able to get a long peek long shot, long pick, whatever you would want to call it, from Shadow Warrior. Knocked him maybe, but Got a feeling Snow's not in any danger from Noctum or Shadow Warrior due to Furious and Section's position. Imbo's starting to creep up behind Mantis. First utility's out towards the south side of this tunnel, it sounded like. Bless you. I think I heard somebody sneeze as I went by. First shot's out from Snow.
Drone down, drone dead, drone dead.
Towards Mantis. Mantis now knowing exactly where Snow's at. I don't think... I know certain maps, these wooden environments are going to be penetrable. I don't know if that's going to be the case here.
There's two coming from the back.
Snow with very good callouts, knowing that two is coming from the north. Mantis and Imbo. Plenty of utility announcing the presence. You can see in the distance Noctum and Shadow still kind of hanging out in probably the original position, although it looks like Noctum has moved up because I can see the laser coming through the hallway there. Noctum's starting to slowly push in. Maybe looking to time with Mantis and Imbo, and if so, this is going pretty well. They're pretty much dead even, just opposite sides. Shadow Warrior now moving up. Not gonna see section 1
Tunnel is clear.
from the current angle. Knocked him. Gonna have some utility out. Pretty good smokes. Gonna cover at least the right side of this tunnel. Furious Daddy's gonna still be able to possibly see Noctum. Maybe not because of the boxes and crates there. Shadow pre-firing. Mantis starting to push in, going for Snow. Snow looking to get shots back. Ring around the Rosie. Section gets Shadow Warrior.
Okay.
Snow gets Imbo.
Still one in the back.
Mantis unable to save his compatriot. Although they both knew exactly where Snow was. Now down to a 2v4.
Be careful of exposing yourself to like the main back corridor. They have a good line of sight.
Mantis tossing Snow his pistolier. Snow! I'm not. Oh, I believe Snow ran out of ammo. What is this? Oh, Flash definitely got Mantis before. Maybe not. Mantis got the headshot on Snow, but Oaks almost taking Mantis's eyes. Now down to a 2v3. Furious Daddy is aware. Knocked him. Finds Furious Daddy. Now down to a 2v2. Oaks just around the corner from Mantis. Mantis unaware of the crawling, slithering snake of Oaks, finding him with the TAR-21, all down to Noctum. 1v2 here in the south tunnel, south side of it. Might find Oaks pushing around in the box unless Oaks sits, and he does. Oh man, what a nade! What a nade! That was a good one. I didn't know. I wasn't entirely sure what was going to come of the equipment there. I thought it might have been another flash because we seen Oaks toss a utility out to try and save Snow, but it was just a tad high for Mantis up on the railing of that tunnel wall, the shoring, whatever you would want to call it, but just a tad high, but not on the frag toss there. Was pretty much perfect. With Dead Logic taking round number 1 here in the EU quarterfinals, round 1. On the opposite side, we're going to have boss fight versus friendly fire. The moment I can get you an update on what's going on over there, I'll give you one. with the EU quarterfinals happening today, we will have the NA quarterfinals happening tomorrow. I believe at 1 p.m. Eastern is when they should start. Today, obviously, starting at 11 p.m. Eastern. Couldn't tell you what the time is over across the pond, but the across the pond gamers say it's game time. So that's why we're here.
Hey, Lamp. Sorry I left you hanging there. I'm back now.
Hey, Jazzy. Welcome. Welcome.
So I'm in, and I'm ready to try my hand at this.
This cast and stuff, huh?
Yeah. Interesting. I was watching the lobby. It did get up to 9 players at one point.
Did it?
And then it went back down to 8. So I think the technical issues may be getting worked out.
Either technical issues or maybe the between Vikings and Dead Logic, they may understand that one team may be a little short in terms of numbers. Maybe they're looking to play fair. Who knows? What would you do in this scenario? If you're a team that could have 5 against a team that has 4, are you in the quarterfinals using your 5th, or are you playing fair?
Is using your 5th not fair?
I'm not saying it's not. I'm just saying.
I
what
think
do you do?
in the sake of,
I'm like, bruh, sorry, that stinks for you and your team, but I'm playing with my 5th if that's me. But
yeah, I think we would try to use our 5th also. So my hat's
Obviously.
off to these guys for.
if that's the case, I'm just I mean, it may just be, as you said, technical issues, so it's hard to tell.
I believe we're having some problems with the recording setup for everybody. So
yeah,
I think that may be where some technical issues are coming from.
That
I
makes
could also
sense.
be wrong.
that makes sense. I mean, I feel like you and I are possibly like majority wrong most of the times, right?
Yeah, every
We're
time I
just-
open my mouth, I'm usually wrong.
We just kind of fly by the seat of our pants.
Mm-hmm. It was pretty exciting though. I'm excited for the finals. The EU teams play different than the NA teams, and so I'm interested to follow along and see what they do.
What makes you think that? Well, I mean, obviously not think, but because I mean we see the differences between the two teams. But what do you think makes the team or the EU play different compared to the NA?
I'm not sure. The EU teams are definitely more methodical.
Yeah.
And have been through my entire Onward experience. They're always more methodical. They're I don't want to say slower paced. They play the game slower. They use all their time. I feel like the NA teams we want to get the win of the round over so we can get on to the next round win.
Yeah, I get
And
that.
the EU guys, they tend to check a lot more angles. They tend to on defense they tend to anchor more. Which is obviously acceptable. It's defense. You should be
Right.
anchored.
Right.
So I don't know. I don't know what the difference. Maybe it's cultural differences. They definitely approach problems differently.
Yeah.
I should get everyone to record their.
Oh, jumping in the round 2 here.
Round 2 with Vikings on defense now. Were you in the round? Did you get to watch how they moved it all, or did you just see the numbers in the lobby?
I'm gonna go do the.
Oh, I just saw the numbers. I joined between rounds as
Oh,
to not
gotcha.
join while they were playing.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're fine. You're fine. I understand. Again, for those that don't know, don't see, because obviously I don't have Jazzy as my co-caster set up. Jazzy is now co-casting with us, so Lambowski and Jazzy. What was last time we did that was for Vale?
Yes, and I was not prepared. It was,
I mean, to be fair, it didn't seem like I was either.
looks like we got
A fourth?
Mantis pushing out here in the
In the north,
northeast. Yeah.
looks
That's
like
a
a
bit
full
exposed.
4-man push from Dead Logic in the south, though.
Yeah, was this quick spawn? I guess this is the quicker spawn
Yeah.
for this objective.
Is there one in the north that you can spawn?
I think there's one by the lake somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm not great with the spawns on this map. That's another thing. The EU teams tend to like abandon. The NA teams don't tend to play it as much.
It
I know.
does. It does allow them to move in their slow, methodical pace a lot better than other maps, I would imagine. Smoke
Yeah,
out from
this,
snow.
this unfolds a lot more than, say, a cargo.
Must have just been a glitch. As Snow was putting shots into that smoke, trying to get knocked him through the boxes, I was seeing blood splatter off of Snow's body. That's weird. But Snow running up on Noctum, not gonna find Noctum as Noctum gets him through the snow,
I killed one
through the
south.
smoke.
We traded.
Section 1 trying to get that refrag, unable to. I believe these boxes are not going to be the penetrable kind. Imbo and Oaks trading in the distance, now down to a 3v2.
Noctum can see right between those two boxes too. Knows exactly where section 1's coming from.
You can see through the middle of the like the split between the boxes, or between the wall and the box.
No, you can see, but where the boxes are stacked on top of each other, you can see through them. So he had a clear sight on that defensive position.
There is one more south.
That's pretty wild. That's good eyes is what that is. Has to be. Furious Daddy putting smoke out, but not gonna have to deal with anybody close by unless Noctum starts pushing.
They seem to have a good player count too, and they know there's only one enemy left.
Yeah.
Or is there two?
Just one. Yeah, Furious Daddy.
That's me on the mini map. I'm seeing myself. I know what I'm doing, folks. I promise.
Let's not lie to him now. Neither of us do, really.
That's true. I don't know why they let us do this.
Both traded. He was there.
Body, yeah. So I don't know. I think so.
And in typical EU fashion, they're gonna stay on objective and wait for Marsoc to come to them. They're not gonna push too hard.
Yeah.
No point in giving them free kills, right?
Right. You know you've got one left. You've got 3 up. Your point is holding the OBJ. I mean, if Furious Daddy, they don't know who it is, but if Furious Daddy can't get there, for those that are watching and have not played Onward, he's got 2.5 minutes to get close to the OBJ and or take out all 3 members of the remaining defensive Vikings. If neither of those happen, Vikings win. Even if Furious Daddy doesn't die, doesn't get shot, still alive when the ticker goes down, Vikings still take the round. They just have to protect the OBJ for the entirety of the round and or take out the entirety of the Marsoc, which they've done a pretty good job of that so far, looking at a 3v1.
Yeah, and if you've not played before, when we say objective, there's a satellite dish that you have to put in a code from your tablet into the dish, and then if on Marsoc, and you win the round.
Yep.
You get 2 points if you do that.
It's like a touchdown, basically. Not really, not as many points, but in my head, it's a touchdown.
I was gonna say, I think a touchdown's 6 points.
It is, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean.
Yeah, you can see Noctum's back looking through those crates. That's another thing that these top level teams do. They know everywhere to look. That's
such a tough position, especially since those boxes are obviously unimpenetrable or whatever the word is, cannot be penetrated.
Yeah, they're that's where they store concrete blocks in those boxes, is what I've heard.
Oh, that makes more sense.
Yeah,
that would give it a little bit of stopping power.
Yeah.
I wonder who lugged those things in there, though.
Probably a forklift.
You think? All the way out here in Snow Peak, where it looks like it's all walled in from the map.
Yeah, it was a small forklift.
Yeah.
They come in different sizes.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, it looks like it'd be a tough job. Well, I guess they do have helis and stuff, so that makes more sense.
Yeah. The Furious Daddy looks like he's taking the slow approach through the middle tunnel there.
Yeah. But slow can only work for so long with 30 seconds coming up. Mantis being in between Furious Daddy and the OBJ, it's going to get a little dicey.
Yeah, and he should start moving a little faster now because he did just get the 30-second warning.
And Mantis. Mantis just started to take out teammates now. A lot of just unfortunate pushes there from the Dead Logic offense to find a very smart, very well aware Vikings defender. But pretty good rounds. We're tied up 1-1.
And that's both win on defense both rounds, right? Dead Logic first round.
Yeah.
We may see a defense heavy win rate here.
I feel like that's the case with a lot of EU matchups, at least that I watch. It seems like, as you were talking about the methodical pushes and well thought out defenses. 9 times out of 10, it seems like it always comes down to defense wins, because it's so hard to just get close enough to the OBJ and or find the picks that they need on their way to the OBJ.
Yeah, they're like a mantis, just waiting with their mouths open, no pun intended, to swallow up a fly. I'm really bad with the controls with this camera.
What is it now?
How do I get the Vikings win off my screen?
Be tab or X escape tab or
there
escape.
We go.
Yeah,
there we
it's
go.
one of those things where I have to like be doing it as I do it, or else I'm not gonna know how.
So where's the new objective? Are we?
We are in the southwest with the
the hangars.
Yeah, double hangars, triple, quadruple heli, whatever.
This is one of, in my opinion, this is one of the hardest to attack and defend on this map, because it is wide open. You can get picked off from so many different angles just trying to make it rotate on defense. So I tend to, I know my team, we fold up real fast on this objective personally.
Fold up as in like try to crash around the OBJ as defenders, or fold up
all
right,
like
let's
we
just
get
get this round over with.
Yeah, this objective is one we tend to rush out of.
Yeah.
To not be down here in this little valley where the objective is in, to not get picked off from afar.
Right.
But there is a quick spawn for this objective too, right up here in the east.
Yeah, it's just over next to
southeast.
the garage and what's that? The penetrable shack.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just on that south side of the wall or the hill. On this hill, I think, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you can't see actually what I'm looking at. Never mind. I don't know why I would say that.
I was just agreeing.
Yeah,
You're always right.
No, I don't know.
You're
about all
always
that.
right.
I don't know about all that. But it's good to be back. I've not acid in I don't even know how long.
We missed you. Community demanded your return.
Yeah.
Back to popular demand.
Listen, you know, I know I'm not pretty, okay? You don't have to lie to me.
Yeah, I mean, you're a country 6.
A country 6. All right.
Good.
All right, I'll take that. That's above average.
That's pretty strong, I would say.
Yeah, that's a solid number, yeah. Now,
I mean, you have almost all your teeth, so.
Yeah, almost. Yeah. Unfortunately, there is still country in me. What was I gonna say? You got me off track. Goodness gracious, Jazzy.
Did anyone expect anything else?
I miss playing Tarkov with you too.
We'll get back to it. I'm waiting until it wipes.
Should be soon. With this
So-
new event thing, but
So I'll break the news. I made a teaser post and no one seemed to understand it.
a teaser
But
post.
yeah, it was in League Gen last week. It was a poorly drawn hand-drawn banner to announce that this summer we are going to have a special event that's going to last most of the summer.
Who is?
IVRL.
Oh,
we're gonna
really?
we're gonna have a summer-long, mostly casual 1.7 league.
Oh, okay. Is it are we talking the drunk word or?
Yeah, it's IVRL's 1.7, not 1.7%, because we don't want anyone's blood alcohol content to get that high.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. That's clever.
But yeah, we're pretty
But
excited
what if you
to pick that
run
up.
typically at like a 1.2? I mean, is it really a 1.7 if you're only adding 0.5 to your normal daily limit?
That's true. I mean, hey, once you get past the limit, though,
Yeah,
I take it to the limit. I don't go past the limit.
I understand. You're a smart man, Jazzy.
Is that Kenny Loggins? All right, we're jumping into round 3. We have Vikings on offense.
Yeah.
Spawning here
Logic
and
gonna
there.
have to deal with this so-called dark matter hated map or OBJ, I reckon.
Dark matter. I'm on Hand of Death.
Why did I think you were on dark matter?
I'm not good enough to play for Dark
Oh
matter.
no, because the podcast with you and Doctor. That's what it was.
Yeah, that was it. The looks like they're trying to push in pretty quick.
Don't worry.
They've given up their spawn though.
Like,
They know where they're coming from.
It's all okay.
Snow was getting shots out from that sniper tower. Getting some call-outs, I believe, of Shadow and Noctum's position, but
There's one behind the mountain.
no shots landing. Yeah, my bad, bro. I for some reason I thought
Now he is.
you and
No, it's fine.
yeah, you and Dr. Aqua was on the same team for some reason.
We used to play quite a bit together.
That
I like the
was a
call
part of,
outs.
Yeah, I seen that.
I like the call outs from Noman. Behind the mountain. Or, sorry, I said that name wrong. Behind the mountain. That is a very Hand of Death call out.
Yeah.
The whole map is mountains.
Right. Over there.
Yeah. I believe he was trying to call out Snow, who's now rotated back towards the objective.
Yeah. A utility out from the likes of Mantis or Imbo, one or the other, but not going to be anywhere close to a defender. Shadow Warrior now walking up onto the lake and trying to get eyes towards Snow, and we'll deal with a closer Snow than they originally thought, I think. I don't know if they would have seen Snow rotate away from that mountain and go to another one.
Yeah, I believe they were completely hidden on that rotate, out of sight. This is more of a hill than a mountain, I would say.
Hey, man. You gonna talk
Big
to the
shout.
hillbilly about hills and mountains?
This is true. You are a mountain man.
Snow getting shots towards Shadow. Shadow with
Shadow
utility
gets
out.
a flash.
Gets Snow, I would imagine. But
Oh,
Snow gets
double
Shadow.
flash.
They both run away. Will Snow gain vision?
Like ships in the night.
Knocked him, however. Very close to Snow. Getting smokes out towards the OBJ. Snow, I believe, does not catch Shadow with that second utility.
I think
Knocked
Noctum's
him.
gonna get Snow. Yep. Now Shadow Warrior's in a pretty good position to get around behind the objective.
This Dead Logic defense is now in danger because we do now have a circling of the offense, a little bit of a pinch, and things can go very wrong for this defense.
Furious Daddy's getting on a rotate out here to try to cover up the rear flank where they were exposed. Oh, Furious Daddy takes down Shadow Warrior.
Knocked him super close to section. Does find section. Down to 3v2. Furious Daddy and Oaks, all that's left for the Dead Logic defense.
No.
Oaks starting to crash towards OBJ and it's going to sit on Hesco's. Knocked him. Might have a line there. Does not have a line there because of that freighter. Wheel tank. Whatever you want to call it. Whatever's in there.
One of the things I find most impressive about these top level teams is the amount of communication that they have.
Yeah.
They always are in communication. You know, in your casting experience, I'm sure you notice different teams. Sometimes you have minutes of radio silence, and these guys do not do that.
I can honestly say I have that issue. I get real tense when I'm in the headset, and it's like I don't want to make noise, so I don't give off my presence, but Mantis finds the last member of the defense and puts Vikings up 2-1. I have an issue with the whole, like, wanting to be sneaky and not being sneaky. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
if I'm close to the OBJ, at that point I'm like, I no longer feel like I need to talk because I just need to make sure nobody hears me walking up trying to put in a code. And
Yeah,
it can be detrimental.
Yeah, I have the problem where I either am making too many call-outs or not enough.
Yeah. I try to do a little bit of, like, match moderating, like the whole, all right, we've got 5 up, we've got 3 down, we've got 2 minutes left, stuff like that. But
I do keep my eyes on the time. That's me.
Yeah.
I'm the time guy.
Yeah. For those that play and don't know, you can also switch where your watch is on your hand, left or right, up, top, bottom, whatever, and it helps based on how you hold the gun. You can actually, all you have to do is just lean your gun a little bit and you can see the time instead of your hand off the gun to actually look at your watch, whatever. But little tips and tricks.
Yeah, I run mine on the inside of my left arm.
You're
So
right-handed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I'm opposite. I'll use it on the bottom of my right so I can just flip the gun because I'm left-handed.
Yeah, just take a peek. It makes it
So much easier.
It's game changing, literally.
Yeah, seconds can mean life or death and onward. Milliseconds, or microseconds, whatever. I don't know. Some small number of time.
An almost imperceivably small amount of time.
What's it? A quark? QUARK or whatever.
I hope you've lost me.
Yeah, I don't know. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think in nerd speak, hey, we got a full 5v5. I think in nerd speak we've got a measure of time known as a quark, but I could be full of it.
I will use the Google machine in a little bit to fact check you. Yeah, that's exciting. Full 5v5 looks like all the help desk channels emptied out and everyone is in here now. So
Yep. We've got
could have a whole different game on our hands.
Wadashima in with Dead Logic, and who's the Lone Miyagi joining in for the 5v5 now. Nice to have you. Welcome to the games.
Vikings are a bit more aggressive here on defense than Dead Logic was. Embo's pushed quite a bit ways up there in the southeast.
I think the Embo push is much safer when they realize that the quick. Well, did they get the quick? No, they didn't get the quick spawn.
They didn't, but Embo and Furious Daddy are going to meet here soon, I think.
Furious is hanging back. Embo's going to cut in between.
Oh, he's going to the shack.
Don't know how beneficial that's going to be right now unless Embo is able to get a small line of Furious Daddy, but I think from that window, Furious is going to be safe. Yeah, knocked him, finding the first kill of the round with a headshot on Kara. It switched me to Shadow Warrior, who was putting shots out at the exact same time.
I was watching Embo's, and I'm not sure what his angle was, but let's see. Furious Daddy still hasn't passed down.
Knocked him, getting shots out towards Section 1.
But didn't get him.
Well aware that the shots did not land. Shots back from Section 1. Where's Noctum's position?
Probably scared him.
Embo may end up behind all of Dead Logic here in just a second.
Yep, as Embo finds Snow.
Well,
Might find, well, Oaks is inside. Embo rotating back.
I'm coming back.
Embo seems to be not looking to push Oaks in Section 1 still position.
I'm gonna guess he didn't know there was more than one there. Furious Daddy still slowly moving up there in the south. When you play this game in VR, do you get cold? I do.
Do I get
this
cold?
map?
Oh.
If I play this map in VR, I actually get cold. It messes with my head, all the snow.
I'm a big boy, Jazzy.
I'm a big boy too now.
I sweat, bro. When I'm in VR, I've got on. You're lucky to find me with clothes on, honestly. Tank top and like short shorts. That's my VR outfit.
How short are the short shorts? Like Hooters short shorts, or?
No, not especially not the newer Hooters short shorts. More like I'd probably give it like 2 inches off the short shorts, the Hooters shorts. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But just as tight.
Nice.
Nice.
I don't like having to use my imagination, so
Yeah,
I think
exactly.
Furious Daddy may have a peek on Shadow Warrior here in a second.
If he keeps rotating off the hill, oh my goodness! As I said, the microseconds can mean life or death. Furious Daddy was literally just a laser hair away from taking Shadow Warrior's life here in round number 4. But
if Furious had been standing,
Yeah.
he would have seen it.
Yeah. But
again, this is the EU playstyle. Look how methodical they are. I'm actually a little envious of it. I wish I could play the game at this pace. I can't stop. Gotta go fast.
I don't think I could stay crouched for as long as Furious Daddy did.
Yeah, nah, that's another problem too. He rang out some shots there on Shadow Warrior, but they did not land. He's still gonna have to deal with Embo behind him.
Yeah, speaking of Embo, Lone Miyagi finds Section 1. Now down to a 2v5. Embo is still... Where is Embo?
He's behind the center.
Oh yeah, right there at the bunker.
Our bunker. Yeah. If he was looking to his left, again some onward timing here, you can see folks. You can sneak around folks by accident almost. I think he's about to get Oaks in the back though.
Oaks and possibly Furious Daddy. Definitely, yeah. I was gonna say if they look out the window, gonna find Oaks in the back. Furious Daddy, all by themselves. Mantis changing that,
Vikings
putting them back in the tent with the rest of their crew. Vikings up 3-1.
That was interesting. The Embo getting behind them changed everything that round.
It really did. Flanks,
They were
just as like, I mean, flanks on any other game. Flanks in the VR world are very strong unless you can stop them. I mean,
and especially on Snow Peak, if you get out of formation on this map, you don't know that someone's behind you. You're just gonna get picked off from behind like they did. And the rotations, the amount of rotations Embo can make, or any flanker can make once they're behind you, it's hard to deal with.
especially when it's not a flick of the wrist or flick of the thumb. When you are the controller, it's not really like a. I mean, I guess you can use snap turns and stuff. I know you can change the degree of snap turn, right? Like where you just flick your stick and you turn directly behind you.
It's
not
so
that.
I believe
It's not that extensive. It only goes like 45 or something.
Yeah, and I believe the rule is, I don't know if it's in effect yet or not for the finals, but we're going to go to a 30 degree. Is the maximum allowed. Just for different competitive integrity reasons. But but 45, so you'd have to snap twice or 3 times to get behind you. But it's a little it's using snap turning to turn around that fast is a little disorientating.
Yeah.
Like
I completely turned off
hard.
snap. Yeah, I use nothing but smooth because that snap and then immediately snapping your vision. Yeah, it makes you want to throw up sometimes.
Especially from a crouch position, it'll make you want to fall over sometimes.
Yep, I get that.
It can be. I have fallen over actually.
I've punched many a wall. I haven't fell over yet. I've almost tripped. But
I've fallen over when I'm crouched. It's rather embarrassing. That's just between you and me, right?
Yeah. Nobody else heard.
Good. What is the name for this objective?
I always called it Shack OBJ.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
The shooting shack. Just because.
So it looks like.
Good.
It looks like Dead Logic might be anticipating eastern spawn, but they have spawned in the north.
Nobody's opting to sit inside that death machine they call a shack, because as we've seen in the earlier rounds, those wooden boxes in the tunnel were not penetrable. That whole shack, unless it's been changed during my hibernation, that whole shack is nothing called bulletproof.
It may look like metal, but it is in fact paper mache.
Yeah, it's basically just a tent.
Yeah, it gives you no, unless you can lay down in it, it gives you no cover.
I think the barrels inside it is the only thing that's you can't shoot through. So if you hide behind them, you're probably safe. But I mean, if they're pinching those rounds in from both sides, you're done. We've got a union meeting here between Embo, Manus, and Shadow Warrior.
I believe they're voting on health benefits.
Yeah. Looking to go with Medicare, Medicaid.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that kind of stuff.
And union dues. They're voting on
union dues. Yeah, here comes Lone Miyagi to make sure. Hey, toss it in the pot. Everybody gets a piece of the kitty.
That's how it works. Are they? They're gonna wait till a certain minute mark, probably maybe 4 or maybe 3. It's looking like maybe 4 before they start pushing, I think. Again, this is another. You don't see this much in the NA. These guys are methodical.
They're still just chilling. That's funny.
I love it. I mean, it's their round. They get to play it how they want.
Exactly. And what I love is in VR, like this is. You're in the headset, and that is a person next to you. That is a person over there next to you. These people, you actually feel like you meet, at least I do, you meet in person because of VR. I love playing VR, period. It's so much fun.
Yes, I like it a lot. It's a much different experience than non-VR games. I think that was what they're doing here is they're trying to get Dead Logic to question what's happening
Right.
because they've not peaked. Okay, they've got shots out finally, but it was Dead Logic shooting at smoke, wasn't it?
Looks like Furious Daddy was able to take out a drone.
Oh,
I didn't even hear or see the drone. Yeah.
But I believe they were staying back to try to make the defense antsy, right? Start moving around, start questioning what's happening. They are close now.
Yeah, that's what I was getting ready to say. They are dangerously close to this OBJ with only Kara and Snow really in a position to get an immediate shot towards the uplink. But
Section 1, if he made a rotate, if Section 1 can get through Mantis, Section 1 can run through all of them.
Where is this?
We'll see what happens here in a second.
We've got a fifth member of... Oh, over there towards Furious Daddy. Imbo.
Yep.
Furious Daddy turns just in time to find Imbo. Imbo crunching just a bit too much snow.
The snow sound effect I will call interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, we had a
Shadow
trade.
in section. Down to a 3v4.
I think Oaks is going to be in a good position here to stop anyone pushing up that little valley there.
Sorry, 3v4, they got 4, we got 3.
Mantis with good call-outs.
Yep, keeping track of who's up and who's not. That's very important.
Kara didn't see Noctum behind the tree. Pretty certain Miyagi seems to be very well aware of Kara's position. Maybe not. Was checking it out. Kara getting shots toward Noctum. Pronouncing her her position, only being down.
She's been called out as dead, but she can... Nope, never mind.
No longer. Now 3v3. Snow and Furious Daddy crashing. Snow takes Noctum. Furious Daddy's going to have a good eye on the OBJ. Oaks going to crash in from the left. Not going to find very much room as Mantis downs him.
Ooh,
Utility out.
that was
Furious
a
Daddy
good
with
grenade.
a very good nade.
That was a wonderful grenade.
Snow getting shots towards Mantis. Mantis and Miyagi faces Furious Daddy and Snow. Furious Daddy gonna find Miyagi and Mantis, putting it back to a 3-2.
That was I don't know. That was a very good defense.
It was a good
They
hold.
let them get.
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't fall for the mental tricks. I think that Dead Logic was trying to play, or was it Vikings? It was Dead Logic on attack. Yeah. No, it was Vikings on attack.
It was Vikings that was trying to wait him out.
I got confused by the scoreboard swapping because it's the end of the round.
Right.
I apologize, audience. Please forgive me.
Jazzy, what are we gonna do with you, dude?
Hopefully, fire me.
Why would you want that?
Fire me from this volunteer position, please. So, did you go on any wild adventures in your off time?
My hibernation?
Yes.
No, unfortunately not. It was just dealing with IRL stuff. Once my doc released me full duty for my ACL and all that, and I finished rehab, I was having to get back to full-time work and actually still pulling overtime there, and it was just, I needed to balance everything back out. Was putting in too much time in VR, too much time in games, and needed to make sure that I was still, you know, in the real world.
Yeah. Yeah, you had to make sure you could pay the bills to continue
Oh,
playing VR.
I don't have to worry about that. Yeah, I'm a sugar baby brother.
Oh, me too.
Yeah. I just had to make sure the old lady wanted to keep me as the sugar baby.
Yep, I know that all too well.
Yeah, bro.
That's why I was late. I ran this morning to grab some breakfast for the old lady before I started casting.
Hey, you're a smart dude. I made sure I got some Tudor's breakfast for me and the old lady this morning too.
You drank about 9 fingers of a bottle of whiskey last night, so I know she needed some food.
Yeah.
All right, let's
What
see.
kind of
here.
whiskey? Before we get into it, what kind of whiskey?
I'll go look at the bottle. I'll be right back.
Okay.
It's a.
Because I'm curious. We've got Woodford. First shots coming out from Lone Miyagi.
Okay, I regret.
Dead Logic's offense will have the spawn they were probably looking for when they were on defense in this southwestern spawn. Mantis just around the corner from Snow. Shots back towards Lone Miyagi, I believe. Snow and Mantis about to collide. Snow
Kill one.
taking Mantis. Shots out from knocked him at the bunker. Snow getting a call out on Noctum's towards the lake position.
Yeah, one on the other side of the lake.
Basil Hayden.
Basil Hayden, I've heard of that. Not had it, but I've heard of it.
Yeah, it's not her preferred. She prefers Willet, but she's not been able to get Willet here lately.
I've got to think of the name of it. There's one that's a peach pecan whiskey that's really good.
Oh, I can't
Old
do
Camp.
sweet whiskeys.
Old Camp. Noctum downing section 1.
It's interesting. They're close again. They're as close as Dead Logic is as close as Vikings got to the objective last round.
Pretty much, yeah.
I always feel like this objective is so hard to get close to.
Imbo
But maybe
confirmed
it's-
section. Snow taking Imbo. Miyagi coming around the corner is going to find Snow in the back. If Snow's not careful, Snow taking cover behind the APC. Furious Daddy, Kara, and Oaks starting to push. If Furious Daddy was to take a left look, Miyagi turns and finds Furious Daddy. Kara close to get the revive. Unable to find Miyagi before the confirmed Shadow Warrior taking Kara. So much shots. Now down to a 2v1.5. Snow close to be able to get the revive on Oaks. We got Noctum and Shadow.
If Snow gets that revive and Shadow goes down, Noctum's pretty far away. I think he's making he's making the rotate now.
What about now?
I think he's gonna go for the flank behind them.
I think he just slowed down.
Nope. He's in a dangerous position.
No.
First.
What's,
Oh,
they don't have any syringes.
That's no fun. That's no good. So
No.
Snow is gonna just rotate.
Here's Noctum.
I wonder if he had a syringe.
Snow's looking for it. I think that pile of bodies is your best bet, Snow.
Now Oaks may be dead. There is a
There's a
glitch
syringe.
that shows downed people as or dead people as downed, but
Oaks was giving
no.
a call out about
Oh, yes,
Shadow.
yes.
Yeah.
Snow is too furiously searching for those sweet, sweet drugs.
Got to hit him with the opium.
Mm-hmm. Aye. It's the only thing that works.
A little morphine.
Lord knows what's in that little cocktail there.
Yeah. It's an, what is it, Odobos? Or however you say it.
I'm not familiar with that. You've lost me once again.
Tarkov, bro.
Oh, yeah.
It's the one that's like, it's a 25% chance of either dying or,
Super strength.
yeah, it's like you either become a superhuman or you die immediately, one or the other. But I think that's probably not the case, obviously.
If that was in Onward, I would equip it.
Yeah.
Shadow's in a dangerous situation here. I don't know if Shadow has a good player count. So Shadow may be defending against the one person they just saw throw the smoke and not realize that Snow is alive.
Oh, if Shadow, Shadow is going to continue left and right, kind of getting a look. But I mean, if Snow can time it just right, they might be able to slip in close to the OBJ without Shadow noticing. Oak's trying to give some.
Oak. Well, distraction.
It will, yeah. It will hide Snow's push.
Mm-hmm. I
Minute
think
left.
Snow's gonna. They know where Shadow is for sure.
Oh, C4 almost finds Oaks. Holy cow.
That was danger close.
Snow pushing in on Shadow. Oaks and Shadow trading. Dead Logic tying this up 3-3.
I told you when we had 5v5 we might have a whole different game on our hands.
Yeah.
And it has swung back towards Dead Logic's favor at this point.
Oh, and it's a fun OBJ. We're going to the warehouse.
This is one of the hardest objectives, in my opinion, to attack. There's just when you run in this room,
so
there are
much
so
going
many
on.
angles. You have to look left, right, up, down again. You don't know where people could be.
a lot of these boxes have a ton of space in between them that you can get shots on. Although I don't know are there any boxes in this room that are penetrable?
I think most of them are.
Okay, because I was gonna say, I mean, these look like the same material as the ones in the tunnel, but the ones in the tunnels you can't.
There's no cinder block on these ones. Yeah.
Yeah, they took them out. They used it to build the warehouse.
Yeah, and then they store pillows in these boxes, so highly penetrable.
That makes sense. Nothing but goose feathers in here. But yeah, little tiny little spots like this here, you can kind of look through the door. You can look through the crack there, a little bit bigger there. But yeah, all these boxes, they're not like right up against each other, and
there's so many. The in my opinion, the most effective way to attack this objective is to have people come through every door at once.
Yeah,
there's four entrances to the room. If you double up one entry and then put one person on each other, you can usually get in. And once you're in, if you could take out a guy or two, you can usually take the room.
Yeah.
But that all sounds very easy, right?
Yeah, it's much easier said than done, that's for sure. But we'll see what Dead Logic plans for their defense.
I don't have people.
Interested to see what attack approach Vikings take, because you can, with this spawn, you can attack from basically any angle you want.
I'll take it.
And go through the building. Oh, they're gonna split up. But you can go through the building through the tunnel.
C4. That's a pretty good spot.
Let me see. I'm trying to fly over and take a look at it.
Camera 2.
Oh yeah, that's a great spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, because where he is,
the moment they finally see it, they're in danger.
Yeah, when if they make this corner, he blows that. They're not getting away from it.
First shot's out from Fury's daddy. Gonna take out a drone very early on. Less than 45 seconds of dronedom.
I shot the drone.
Got Miyagi, Shadow Warrior, and Mantis coming up this lakeside with Noctum, and I know there's another one out there.
Looks like Noctum is expecting a flank of some sort.
There's Imbo down there in the south.
Noctum set up in a defensive position on offense for a flank, it looks.
They've got plenty of time. And as you said, the best offense could probably be them all rushing in at the exact same time. Maybe they're doing the whole let's make them sweat it out kind of thing again. Because it was Vikings that did that the last time, I believe.
Yeah, after their union meeting.
Yeah, union.
Yeah, that's, I mean, I can't tell you how many times I've seen defense win this objective just because the attackers just funnel in one at a time.
Yeah. They just have to wait, pick them each time, yeah.
Yeah. And it's, you know, one guy will come in, maybe hit a defender a few times, and then they get to heal before the next one even comes in. You got to kind of...
So for those that don't know or might be new, let's see if I can't figure this out where I can do it that way. It's unnocked them. Without the laser, they don't see... can I do that? That's it. There we go. Yeah. So this is all you see in game. There is no UI. There is no overlay. There is no mag count. There is no ammo count. There is no outline. This is all you see. So when you are the controller and you are the player, Noctum is all alone and just creeping through these tunnels. All they have is their equipment on them and their gun. So I just love how tense they can get in here. They're going to be creeping. They're going to be crawling. They're going to be looking at every single angle. This game is absolutely nuts. Sorry, I just wanted to show them what was going on inside the headset.
Yeah, no, we have the luxury of knowing where everyone is. They know nothing for the most part unless they see it and call it out.
Yep.
I say for the most part because there are some standard things. You know, this is a pretty standard defense on this objective.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much everybody has an eye on the OBJ. The only person that currently doesn't is Oaks, but the only reason they don't is because they're hugging that that tunnel with the C4. But it seems like everything's going to start popping off here in a second, unless Section 1 can kind of give them a heads up and hear Imbo outside. All it takes is a little bit of chaos inside this room, and everybody starts kind of losing count, losing functions. They're just starting to listen and start putting back shots. And if, like you said, if they can make just enough noise and crash all at once, we could be looking at a possible swing, or maybe another defensive hold. We'll find out, but I think it's going to be very soon that we do. With
I know
getting close. Good.
We will know in a minute that there's a winner or a loser of this round.
At least, yeah.
Yes, a minute and 49 seconds. We'll know for sure. Something.
For sure. Smoke's out from Mantis, going to cover up the door, and hopefully some audible cues as they start to run up to the door. Shadow and Imbo pushing up on this western.
Looks like Mantis, I'm gonna assume, is the noisemaker, and Miyagi's they're trying to draw eyes, I think, to that door, so Imbo can come on in.
We've got a boomstick in Mantis's hands. We'll find out if it's a smoke screen or if it's gonna be HE. It was HE.
What the fuck is this game?
I'm not really sure what happened there.
Little spicy language. Whoa, that grenade hit.
Almost took Imbo.
Look at that pipe. Why is that pipe above the door? He tossed his nade and it bounced off this pipe.
Landed on the railing of the door frame, right?
Yep. You couldn't do that if you tried.
No.
Like, that was a complete freak accident.
Oh, wow! Furious Daddy with another really good nade, and although I think Mantis might get this revive.
No.
Will not.
No, traded.
Two downs.
Chaos ensues. We're down to a... Mantis getting revived. Snow pushing, finds Mantis. Shadow Warrior takes Snow.
Snow's still alive, though.
Wow.
You see what happened? They got that one down on that door, and everyone... One by one. That puts Dead Logic up 4-3.
Yeah, coming back from 3-1.
Yeah, it's pretty strong showing on defense is what they've had. I'm curious to see how they attack this objective.
I am too. Furious Daddy's had a lot of good nades this round, or this map so far. A lot of them.
And maybe he's gonna dethrone James as the nade king.
He might. He might.
Hot takes,
James,
here,
if you're
hot
watching.
takes.
Yeah, hot takes. James, if you're watching, he's coming for you. Watch out for Daddy.
Your arm is not golden no longer. Is that a sentence? Was that English?
What?
The one I just said. Your arm is not golden no longer.
Yeah.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah, that works.
It sounded close enough to real words.
Yeah. I mean, they were words. Or are words? One of the
I don't know.
I don't know. Past
Who
tense,
gave us?
present tense.
Who let us in the club?
Yeah. Who knows?
I've got a feeling that Dead Logic is gonna attack a little bit more aggressively than Vikings did. I think Vikings' time got away from them.
Yeah.
They were a little too slow in getting close to the room, and then they had to crash. And I think their own plan folded up on them because of their slow approach speed.
Yeah.
Methodical is a better word.
Methodical, I like it.
Yeah, methodical approach speed.
Are they
Oh,
using...
okay, we get almost the same spawn that Vikings had, just a little more to the east.
Yes, they
Which
can.
kind of-
Everyone else can.
Makes them have to attack
Yeah,
that
well,
way,
you shoot them
right?
in the head
Unless
too,
you
then
want to
it's
lose
big old say,
a
no,
whole
thank you.
minute's rotating around. So they're gonna come in through the tunnels. Now Oaks and Furious are gonna flank out.
Guns like LMGs.
What do I know? Nothing. Apparently.
I don't know very much. Sorry, I was also laughing at Kara in Section 1. Kara, I guess, is having an issue loading ARs like they're LMGs or something, is what she was saying.
That's weird.
Yeah, right? Imbo, just around the corner from Snow. Might be
You're trying to
hearing
load
Snow.
an AR like an LMG. You just popped off your upper. Mantis is pushed out. Vikings are a little more aggressive on defense than Dead Logic was last round.
Generally, they like being aggressive and
You see, Mantis is in the position that last round one of their players was trying to defend against on offense. Ooh, that's a bad call out. Mantis just called the tunnel clear because he didn't see Section 1 or Kara.
Killed one horse.
So
Imbo will take Snow. Let's get back to Mantis.
So now he's rotated out of the tunnel. He had this well defended, very well defended. Decided that he didn't see anyone, so called it clear and rotated out.
I see what you're saying. Yeah. Section 1 and Kara's down there in the tunnel.
Yeah, he was up here at the tip of the tunnel, and he's watching it.
I'm gonna hit back there.
And he didn't see them when they crossed, so he called it clear. That's
Sounds
gonna
like he
leave a
might
little
be
hole.
heading back.
Yeah, you can hear. So there's a little bit of audio issues with this objective. You can hear very clearly through these cement walls.
Yeah.
So Embo probably knows they're approaching.
Yeah, Mantis did get a call out from somebody. He started talking about, yeah, I'll rotate back, but oh, Imbo! I thought Imbo got me stuck in a wall. Flash out from Imbo. We'll find Kara with a trade.
Traded with
Oh.
There's another one on my body.
Was that
Imbo
a
with
blind
good
fire?
call-outs. It very well could have been. Knocked him, finds Oaks. Vikings looking to tie this back up 4-4, but knocked him very closely to Furious Daddy. Furious Daddy just above the Hesco here. Fine, knocked him.
All right, now Mantis is behind Section. There's gonna be some action here in a minute, folks. Live action coming at you from the tunnels.
Live action from the tunnels. We got Lambowski, Jazzy, Vikings, Dead Logic, IVRL, EU quarterfinals.
Season 1.
Season 1. So here's the thing. I would have watched the what was it, the lawnmower race or whatever you were wanting me to watch with you.
That was not a lawnmower race. It's the Freedom 500.
The Freedom 500 with Clifford, the
McFarland.
big red redneck, whatever. What was his name?
It's Cletus McFarland.
Yeah, Cletus McFarland. Yeah.
It's an annual thing. A bunch of us get together to watch them. It's
I'd be totally down for it, but I feel like you and I or somebody else would have so much more fun just dubbing over the commentary.
That's true. It's usually a lot of people from it's me, Sled, who I'll be casting with tomorrow.
Heard it here first. Jazzy and Sled in a quarterfinal.
Yep.
Casters.
We will be casting tomorrow. Yep. I think they're giving us channel 2 though.
Section 1 tying it up
Section
2-2
1
in the smoke.
In the smoke, very close to the objective.
Oh
Shadows,
no, Shadow.
Got the tablet out. Tablet out, going in
Section
for the cap.
1. Section 1's capping
He is
Shadow.
Oh,
Missed the kill
Shadow.
just in time. Goodness gracious, we about seen the end of this one.
Ooh, that gets in your head though. Almost letting a cap happen.
Yeah.
That'll make you start questioning yourself.
Start questioning.
You know you came
life.
You came that close. You came that close to losing.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't feel good. It feels good to kill him, obviously, and stop the cap, but knowing that, I don't know. I'm speaking for myself.
Yeah. I know. I don't know. I feel like if I'm Shadow, I'm like, oh, I just saved the day. But yeah, I would definitely at least want to be like, I'm no longer taking my eyes off this freaking
Yeah,
satellite.
well, it's a sinking feeling, right? You come around the corner and see the person with, and your tummy kind of, falls through the
like,
floor.
oh god, because so many times that you'll see people will kill the tablet holder, but the tablet holder just so happens to press send at the exact same time. I've seen that so many times on cast.
Yeah, it's a sinking feeling, and you feel good when you've recovered it. But that's gonna stick with him for the rest of the game.
Mantis.
Vikings win,
Still alive.
tying it up. That was great.
Oh man, a lot of TKs for fun. I mean, I get that it is all just games and fun, but a lot of TKs in a competitive round.
I have a teammate, a former teammate, still a good friend, that would get so mad if you killed him after the round was over. I mean, just furious. He'd be a furious daddy. But he used to drive him nuts. I kind of don't like it myself. Like,
It
I
is
lived.
what it is.
I lived, and now you snuff out my light.
It is what it is. I mean, when it's a competitive scene, when you're playing for the match, playing for a league, in my head, as long as the round's over, you do whatever the hell you want afterwards. Don't matter to me.
Yeah.
As long as we win the round, don't matter.
Yeah, and I mean, these guys are actually competing for legitimate cash prizes at this point.
Yeah.
And it could get the little jitters out, right? Anything to relax the nerves a little bit.
Anything to keep it still a game. Yeah.
I haven't looked at chat all game. Has anyone said anything to us?
They're just talking
Nope.
trash about us.
No, that doesn't surprise me.
They said we smell like poop.
That makes sense. How do they smell us?
Smell-o-vision.
Oh, we've implemented that, huh?
Yeah. They
Okay, cool,
for some reason they were wanting to smell my musk, and they sent a bunch of DMs to Edge and was like, "We need smell-o-vision."
Sent to Flambowski.
That's it, yeah. Gamer girl bathwater stuff. You know what I'm saying. But let's get back into it with the last and final round of map number 1. We get the northwest hangar OBJ. I can get off. There we go. Get off Furious Daddy's POV.
Looks like Dead Logic is gonna push out off objective a little bit. Oaks is going for that there barracks
Can we catch a rotation?
bunker. Why do I keep calling it a barracks?
I mean, whatever. Each their own. Barracks, bunker. People know what you're talking about.
I mean, a bunker can be a barracks, but can a barracks be a bunker?
No, I would imagine not always, right? A bunker could definitely be a barracks, but not every barracks can be a bunker.
This is true.
Yay, they start.
I wouldn't
So this
imagine.
is a bit of no. I mean, especially now those Quonset huts.
Yeah.
That's no bunker.
No. We've had a 3-man rotation from the southwest heading east. Shadow Warrior, Mantis, and Lone Miyagi. We'll catch up with them shortly.
I feel like they're gonna run right across the path of Oaks.
Where is Oaks?
Eventually.
Oh yeah. You're talking about Oaks and the barracks.
The barunker.
The the bunker. The branker.
Yep. Wow, they're going all the way. That's a long
All the
rotation.
way.
To go all the way east and then all the way north and then back west. That's some substantial time off the clock.
I mean, we have seen Vikings not be afraid of taking up a lot of time in the round. Sounds like there's a...
I mean, they got 5 minutes. You might as well use it, right? I mean...
There it is. I was going to say, I heard the drone. We've got a drone in play.
Oh, I see it.
I have to say, I watched Imbo play, or I casted Imbo a while back and watched him on Snow Peak just, like, dissect the opposing team with the drone, and I immediately was like, I need to figure out how to use that thing. I can't use it very well, but yeah.
Yeah, it's not the easiest to control.
It's not.
Using a fake touchscreen or fake controls with VR.
Yeah.
Handset or controller handset. What the hell is that? With VR controls in VR, it's just not the easiest thing. But it is a very useful piece of utility if you can use it.
Oh my gosh, it's so useful. That's the only kind of UAV / map that you have in game. Like, well, I mean, yeah, you can see on your tablet around you in the vicinity if there's a down teammate or a teammate that's up, whatever. But yeah, that is your only real, like, true map when you use that drone, and it's crazy if you can use it well. How detrimental to the opposing team that it could be to allow them to just sit there and fly this little drone around and get information. But Oaks and Shadow Warrior, that jumped me off of them somehow. Shadow Warrior and Oaks trade in the Barunker.
Yeah, that is. Even though it's now it's a 4v4, that kill benefits the defense more with how much time the Vikings have taken to approach. When they're almost 3 minutes into this round, and they are far away. I feel like they might be going to kills and not a cap to end this off. Or they may prove me very... I mean, you can cap up until 1 second or 0 seconds.
Yep.
So, it's just a very slow approach.
Miyagi and Mantis, however, this long approach has set them up in a very good spot to get some overlook on the OBJ.
And just to be clear, I'm not saying they're doing anything wrong.
No,
they're clearly one of the top teams in the league. It's just
They're in the
quite
quarterfinals
understand.
for a reason.
Yeah, this is not... My tactical brain doesn't work like theirs. Obviously, Mantis takes down Section 1 after rotating the whole map, so...
Mantis immediately proves me wrong as I try to tell people that I might be wrong.
He puts an exclamation at the end of my point.
Yeah. Now down to Snow and Kara and Fury's Day.
And they're set up. You've got who's that set up across the lake to
Knocked him in Imbo.
Yeah, they're ready to pick up any rotation towards Mantis. I believe that's what I'm gonna guess that's what their job is, especially Embo.
Fury's Daddy taking out the drone, I believe.
I think Noctum's about to get Furious Daddy. No, Furious Daddy's rotating out of position. He barely escaped.
Somebody's behind the hangar on the northwest corner.
Good call outs from Mantis. They're trying to getting a line back towards these shots. Snow in... So, typically I see somebody defending in the opposite shack that Snow is in. I don't think it's going to be a super big surprise that somebody's in that shack, but typically I see them in the further from OBJ shack than this one, but I don't know if that's going to really change anything. Knocked him getting shots towards Furious Daddy's previous position. Imbo starting to crash in.
6 seconds.
Imbo finds
Nice
Furious Daddy. Finds Kara. Oh, man. Vikings take the last round of the trade.
That's crazy. They used every bit of that round.
20 seconds left, and was very, very dangerously close to getting a cap. If Snow wouldn't have been able to get shots to that wall after Kara went down, we'd be looking at a 6-4.
They clearly keep their heads stable,
yeah,
regardless of how much time is left. See, when that 30-second goes off, I panic.
Yeah.
I'll stand up and run towards the objective once that 30-second timer goes. So, impressed. Very impressed with their ability to stay cool under pressure.
Yeah.
From both sides.
100%.
And 5-4 is a heck of a match.
Yeah, and they were in a good position to win, like, heavy-handedly. They were up 3-1. Dead Logic did bring it back and almost made the comeback, but Vikings take their map pick 5-4 on Snow Peak. Looks like we're gonna have the rehost, and then we'll figure out where's map number 2 is. But till then, again, Lambowski and Jazzy, Season 1 EU quarterfinals between Vikings versus Dead Logic here in the IVRL. We'll be back with map number 2.